Welcome back to We're Not Really Here. My name is Kyle Walker. I'm joined by Paul Dickov and Michael Brown. Manchester City make it 1-0 in the final few moments of that first half. Phil Foden scoring the only goal of the half, breaking the deadlock against Brighton. Now, let's talk about that goal, because it was a long time coming, Michael. I think with Manchester City, they had to be very, very patient coming up against a very disciplined Brighton.
A very disciplined Brighton. It was about the control. We were looking and we were talking about it, and could Manchester City have some diagonal passes? Could the switch play a little bit quicker? Could they create problems, not let Brighton sit back in? And their shape's been really good and made it difficult for Manchester City. The shots were there. There's a couple of shots on target. You probably would have expected City to create a little bit more than they had in the first half. But Phil Foden, this scoring record now, and as he comes in off that left-hand side and takes a touch, great finish. And finally the breakthrough came.
Phil Foden, I mean, 22 goals, Ali Man pointed out, in his City career. Every single time he scored, Manchester City have won. I mean, he is just the boy wonder. He steps up, and a lot of those 22 goals, they are vital goals for us, just like this one, Paul.
Yeah, the first goal tonight was going to be hugely important. I just love his movement off the ball. You know, we see him time and time again when he's playing in that wide left area, making that run from in to out, as he done again tonight. And great ball by Kevin De Bruyne. And you know, people say he's possibly too one-sided in his left side, but cuts inside in his right foot and great finish into the corner. And you know, nothing more than what City deserved. They've been dominant. Like Brownie said, Brighton have made it difficult, but the chances have been there. You know, Kevin De Bruyne has had 2 shots well saved on target. Riyad Mahrez nearly get round the back. Ilkay Gundogan the other side nearly get round the back. So the goal was coming.
Brownie, what have you made of that first half? Because at times it seems like it's been a little bit frustrating for Manchester City and watching them, because the quick pace, the fast break that we've seen from this team over the years, it seems like they are a little bit more patient in that build-up. Lots of passes, as we know, lots of possession, but a little bit slower in attack.
Yeah, lots of passes as we've seen, and I think you've got to play your way in, realise what the opposition, what sort of threat on counter-attack. And we've seen Trossard, when he got away, he wanted to try and make things as difficult as possible, stones in front of him, but literally he curls the ball just past the post, and that was a warning for Manchester City. So they had to be balanced, had to have the structure, keep trying to wear it down, wear Brighton side down, and finally they did do that. You know, the opening came, Phil Foden, great right-footed finish, and it was all about the control, patience, and I'm sure at half-time Pep Guardiola would have and still will find a better way of creating a little bit more.
I think you've got to give Brighton a little bit of credit as well, you know, because they've made it difficult. I know we're seeing a lot of passes in front of the Brighton defence, but you know, at times are talking about playing them 3 at the back, they're playing 5-5 with a centre forward. There was a couple of times they've won it back in the corner there, and the defender who's winning it back is looking up to try and hit somebody, and there's nobody up there for them, so they're getting everybody back, making it difficult. But now we've got the goal, we know Brighton are going to have to come out a little bit more in the second half, which will leave the spaces for us to exploit.
Now, looking at some of the other key points in that first half, I mean, we were gifted a chance with an indirect free kick, and Michael, you didn't seem too happy with Brighton's goalkeeper. If in doubt, just boot it out.
I just don't know what he was thinking. It was a brilliant ball, wasn't it? Kevin De Bruyne outside of his foot as the ball runs along to him under a little bit of pressure. I just thought clear the ball. The second he picked it up, and what was funny, you talk about a young player with all the ability, everything at his feet, Phil Foden, everything he touches is amazing. But he looked, he sort of said, the goalkeeper picked it up, and he sort of ran off and accepted it. And I was just saying to Paul, and we were seeing it, and I saw it going, I can't believe Phil Foden accepted it. I'd have been like, straight
That's called
on,
discipline, Brownie, something we did not have.
Well, a little bit of that. But definitely you would have asked the question, wouldn't you?
Of course
you'd have asked the question and seen it, but you know, it was a little bit nice from Phil Foden, but the decision was correct decision. But then, we talk about that free kick, we talk about the space, the distance. For Kevin De Bruyne, we know, has got a wonderful right foot, but it was like 5 yards from the charger, and it blocked the ball, nothing done, nothing said.
I mean, I was going to come on to that. You were very vocal up here in the Etihad. Luckily, we can watch the game, and I'm sure the players would have heard you when that player was, 4-5 yards? He came running and charging down towards them, Paul?
It wasn't, I don't know whether the Brighton players having a go at the referees felt a little bit sorry for them, but literally when Bernardo's went to touch the ball to Kevin, he's 4 yards away, you know, and the Brighton players, really, all of them should have been back kneeling the goal line, you know, but it didn't go away. We're 1-0 up, and that's the main thing.
We are indeed. Now, before we got that goal, I was writing out all my questions. Believe it or not, I do actually plan this half-time bit. And I was going to ask what...
Why didn't you have the faith? Have the faith. Don't worry about the questions. Wait till the whistle goes.
I mean, I was going to say, what does City need to do to break this Brighton
Give the ball
team down?
to Phil Foden before that, and you don't have to do that. You didn't have to write the questions. Just wait a little bit longer.
That's true.
But Phil's causing them a lot of problems, especially the right-sided centre-half with the runs that he's making. You know, we've seen it for the goal. We've seen it for the back pass as well. You know, he's always looking for that run in between the right wing back and the centre half. And you've got Kevin De Bruyne on the ball to find you. You know, you're always going to have a chance in there.
I always tell myself I'm not going to try and decipher Pep's formation or where these players are playing, and then for 45 minutes I spend watching Cancelo drift into midfield. Kevin De Bruyne, or is he playing in that false nine? I'm still not too sure what to make of it, but Michael, at one point you said it looks like a 4-2-4 from City.
Well, it was very advanced. I was just looking, there was a graph actually on one of the sites, and it was Phil Foden was the furthest one forward of everybody, and then Bernardo, Kevin De Bruyne were almost next to each other in the graph of where they played of being advanced. So both trying to get forward, both trying to support, and yeah, really, really fascinating the sort of setup. And as you said, Cancelo coming right into midfield, Zinchenko not so much from the left-hand side, but still similar positions across the half. So we talked about control. When you see that, the graph, actually, it is such control that they have, no one going too far out of position.
I think as a rule it looks as if it's Bernardo who's starting as the false nine, but the players are that clever and that intelligent, and they interchange that much that it could be any one of the four, or sometimes even Gundogan's been up there, you know. But it's that movement's the thing that's going to cause Brighton problems, you know, because they're really rigid in their formation. They're really hard to break down. So the movement and the little spaces and the little ball in between the lines is going to be really important.
Paul, can you ever remember drifting from the false nine into the wing position, into a striking position? Do you ever do that in your career?
Nah, I just used to chase the ball. They used to say, don't give them the ball, just let them chase it. So I was all right at that.
He chased it across the line. He didn't come back too far that way, but
yeah,
he was
always up there at someone's heels.
You knew he was there.
Yeah,
it was
definitely. Right, we've been asking you guys to get in touch with us. All right, you can do that by using that hashtag WNRH. Now, someone that has done that, Jacob Wild 6. He says, at City Square Live, it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out from Dickov, please? Thanks, Jacob. Now, he added the thanks at the end, so we thought we've got to do it, haven't we? So Paul, do you want to give Jacob a bit of a birthday shout out?
Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you're having a great day, mate. And here's to a few goals in the second half.
I think you can you can surely sing happy birthday, Paul.
Don't mind singing, mate. You know me. The thing is, once I start singing, you won't be able to stop me. So
that is it. Right, we'll move on before the singing starts. Stephen has been getting involved in the mystery blue. All right, if you're at home and you're thinking, I want to get involved in this mystery blue, well, you can do. All right, just use that hashtag WNRH. Here it is for you, the mystery blue. Tweet your guess using that hashtag WNRH. I can give you a little clue. They have scored against Brighton in the Premier League. Now, a few of people have been getting in touch, all right. Stephen says it's Danilo. Very, very simple. Just says it's Danilo. Leo says the mystery blue is Gabriel Jesus. Who else? Oh, we've got a score prediction right here. Then we've got another one. Emerson says Gabriel Jesus as well. And then Dave Buckley says that'll be Danilo, scored during Yaya's last game. Bit of facts for you there as well. Someone said Mahrez. I don't think it's Mahrez. I'm not sure it's Mahrez, but we've had another shout out for Gabriel Jesus. We'll be revealing who that is at the end of the programme, all right? So make sure you do stick around at full time and come back to us for that one. Any guesses?
I've got a little clue, yeah. I think I might have got it.
You can't just copy these guys here. No Danilo or Gabriel Jesus.
Can I just say Danilo, no?
Yeah. You can do. Go on, what's your guess?
No, I think it's Danilo.
And Michael?
It's hard to argue. Everybody said Danilo. It's got to be Danilo. We thought that straight away, myself and Paul. We said it.
Of course.
Off camera. Of course,
yeah. Use that hashtag, Bill. Get into us. Let us know who you think that mystery blue is. Right, the second half is coming very, very shortly. I mean, are we going to see more goals? I've said 5-0. You said 4. Did you? You said 3. I mean, are we going to get any more goals, Paul?
No, I'm still happy with 4. I think now that we've got the goal at half time, I think the longer the second half goes on, and you know, we talk about Brighton not changing how they play, and they're going to have to go for it because they're in a relegation battle as well, so they're going to have to try and get something out of the game.
That's true. I did want to quickly just
I'm just thinking, are you changing? Do you want to change your prediction?
No, four
sure?
goals are going to come in the second half.
Because you're sort of edging towards you would like to change. Are you sure?
No, because I'm going to give you a quick stat before we go. Raheem Sterling's going to come on, and if he plays a part this evening, this is from Stat City right here, he becomes the most selected player by Pep Guardiola in his managerial career, overtaking Lionel Messi. So he's going to come on, he's going to get a hat-trick, Phil Foden will get another, it'll be 5-0, and I'll be laughing at you both at full time. Yeah,
I hope you're right, mate. I'd love to see 5 goals. We want to see 5 goals. Come on, bring it on. Raheem Sterling, if he comes on and scores, it's a great start, that, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a little bit worried. I wish I would have changed my prediction right there. Anyway, make sure you do use that hashtag WNRH, whether it's Mystery Blue or you want to get in touch and let us know your thoughts on that. Then you can do. The second half of Manchester City taking on Brighton here at the Etihad is coming up very shortly. We will see you at full time.